Okay, I'm gonna read for a full 5 minutes and cross your fingers these dogs don't start barking. Was he the boss rat? Yeah, I guess so, I said. The way Joey was looking at Gerald Willis, I could tell he wanted to be the boss rat someday. Then suddenly he was running across the playground to the sliding board. He pushed his way to the top of the ladder, threw out his hands, and yelled, Geronimo! And slid down right into the back of Gerald Willis. Ah! Have you guys had this happen on the playground before? Somebody's just like chilling on the slide, and then somebody comes down, boom, barrels right into them. Not a good situation. It's kind of funny he yelled Geronimo, though. It was like a monkey crashing into a gorilla. Gerald Willis didn't flinch. Joey, faster than you could think, hopped with 2 feet onto Gerald's shoulders, pushed off, and hit the ground running. Gerald Willis was screaming bad words after him, but Joey was only laughing. By the time he got back to me, his face was red and his eyes were flashing. He was gasping for breath. Breathing really heavy, that's what gasping means. Everybody was staring, including Judy Billings. Her swing wasn't moving, and then Joey was walking over to her. He stood in front of her, still gasping, kind of hunched over. She stared at him. Her mouth was open. He turned back to me. His red face was grinning. His arm came up. It was pointing at me. He squeezed out words between gasps. He loves you. So there's the picture. Sorry. Oh my gosh, he's hunched over, he's gasping. There's Judy on the swing. Oh, this Joe character is not a good friend, but we knew that. Judy didn't move at first, like she didn't hear him. Then her head started turning real slow till it stopped at me. Her face was still the same, boggled, like she was in the front row at a movie theater. The only thing that moved was Gerald Willis, who was heading for Joey. I went into a coma, and then the school bell was ringing, and kids were running for the door. Saved by the Bell! Chapter 4, Tub Talk. What a day. It felt like a chipmunk was darting around inside me, trying to get out. Chipmunky, Mom calls it. If I were to describe chipmunky, I guess it would be the feeling of nervousness, like your tummy is unsettled and you can't relax because there's like a chipmunk running around. Maybe? Do you guys agree? Disagree? As soon as I got home, I headed straight upstairs. I turned on bath water and poured in Bubble Tubble. 2 minutes later, I was in the tub and soap bubbles were rising like snow around me. This is what I do when I need to calm down. Oh, that's a good strategy. And do you think maybe that's why his name is Suds? Because he likes to take bubble baths? Petey, stop crying. Everything's fine. It was Mom's idea from when I was little. It's how I got the name Suds. There you go. My mother came in. She always seems to know when I'm in the suds. Chipmunky, she said. Yeah, I said. She put the toilet lid down and sat. And only the first day of school? I never had such a crazy first day, I told her. Or any day, really. She scooped a handful of suds and blew them at me. I laughed. Already the chipmunk was slowing down. She saw my tugboat and dinosaur on the shelf. Wow, she said. You must have been in a big hurry. You forgot your pals. Want them? I nodded. She dumped them into the tub. They sank into the suds. So, she said, want to tell me about it? I told her about it. When I'm in the suds, I tell everything. I told her about Mrs. Sims saying welcome and Angel George and shaking my hand and talking to us about how we were going to be angels. I told her how we laughed a lot and that Mrs. Sims took out the halo and we had to earn our halos and that she believed every one of us could do it and she wondered who would be first. And I kept blurting out stuff I told her without even raising my hand. She looked surprised. Really? That doesn't sound like you. You're not a blurter. I know, I said, but I was today. Then I told her about the new kid, Joey. I think he's a real troublemaker. Really? She said. How so? Well, he whispers stuff in class, and he kind of talks like an older kid, and he doesn't want to be an angel. I suddenly remembered. He called Judy Billings a hottie. Mom didn't look impressed. I think Mrs. Sims can handle him. And that's 5 minutes. I'll continue later.